What's up, YouTube? In this video is my reaction to the PENTAX Vision video. Yes, I am not going to be doing a rant video because this actually was very, very good. It was actually more than I expected. I already knew that it wasn't going to be about a specific camera or anything like that. It was going to be about the brand of PENTAX moving into the future and their philosophies, what they're going to be focusing on and things like that as a company. With that said, there's a lot of things that were said by them not saying certain things. For example, DSLR. They omitted the D from SLR and they talked about mirrorless. They did not expressly come out and say they were not going to do mirrorless. I'm going back to the other video that I did explaining the patent that PENTAX made regarding the hybrid viewfinder, which is taking the best of mirrorless, the best of DSLR, and smushing them together to create something completely different. It's still an SLR camera, but it's not technically a DSLR anymore, and it's not exactly a mirrorless camera. So what would that be, an HSLR? Anyway, let's just get into some of the clips I picked that resonated with me during the Vision, or the PENTAX Vision video, and I will quickly give my thoughts on each one, and let's just get right down to it, shall we? Let's go! So, in the 5 principles of PENTAX, number 4 was the most profound for myself. Think about the Takumar lenses. How many people gravitate and want a Takumar lens? Why? They're not optically perfect in a scientific means or mathematical charts and formulas and sharpness charts and all that stuff. They're not perfect lenses. It's the character. It's the things that are immeasurable. You can't measure that kind of thing. And it seems that PENTAX is now devoted to really pushing what they've always been known for. I mean, they had their own thing going, and they were on top of the world because there was no other company that could come close to touching them. And it looks like that they're finally going back to their grassroots, and man, are we going to be in for something crazy in the future.
The designers of the PENTAX limited series lenses place greater emphasis on sensory evaluation rather than simply relying on performance and specifications.
And again, they mentioned the same thing about that whole immeasurable thing. You cannot measure character. You can't measure, you know, those certain elements of feel, like just how it makes you feel, how it leaves an impression in your mind. You can't measure that stuff. And they mention it in regards to the limited series lenses, which we all know the limited series lenses are absolutely phenomenal. And no other lens has that kind of rendering. There's more to it than just absolute technical perfection. Just because it's technically perfect doesn't make it perfect, because we're not computers, we're not machines. Anyway, let's move on to the next clip, and I'm going to give you my thought on that one too.
ここにこだわる理由ですよね、やはり。そこも僕が逆に答えればいいような質問なのかもしれないんですが、改めてちょっと教えていただければと。光学ファインダーは本当に重要な役割をですね、撮影のプロセスで果たしているというふうに思ってるんですね。いわば被写体と対話する時の窓ですよね。光学ファインダーですから、我々はその光学ファインダーのいろんな、ファインダー倍率でありますとか、明るさですとか、それから見え味だとか、そうですね、抜けだとか、そういうなかなか数値に表せないところも含めて、光学ファインダーの出来栄えにはですね、とても気を使って力を入れているところです。そういうところで光学ファインダーを通してですね、被写体をしっかりと感じるということが撮影のプロセスには重要かなというふうに思ってるんですね。もちろん光学ファインダーですとかプリズムですとか非常に精密な部品ですから、それを作るのにたくさんのなんですかね、スキルだとか熟練の技みたいなのが必要なんで時間もかかるんですけど、
やはり一眼レフのメーカーとしてはそこは手を抜けないかなというふうに考えてます。はい。
So in this clip, they expand a bit on the optical viewfinder. Now, I think there's more going on here than just a basic optical viewfinder. I do get what they're saying, because we all know an EVF is not the same as an optical viewfinder. It's just not. OVF is the real deal. Exactly what you see, how you see it is exactly how it is. You know what I mean? You're not looking through a computer screen with the internals of the camera taking the picture for you. With an optical system, you're the one who's actually doing the legwork to actually capture that image. It's a much more satisfying feeling. However, I think they're emphasizing the optical viewfinder, not for the sake of the fact that it's an optical viewfinder. I think they keep emphasizing it because there's something that's going to change and we're going to be blown away by it. That's my thoughts on it. Let's go to the next clip.
そのミラーレスですか、フルサイズミラーレスというのが非常に話題になっておりますが、今後ペンタックスさんでも新しいマウントでそのフルサイズミラーレスというのを参入されるという計画なんていうのはあるんですかね。
私たち先ほど申し上げたようにミラーレスがいいとか一眼レフがいいとかっていうことではないんですけれども、ペンタックスとしてはもうこの写真のプロセスが楽しめる一眼レフを突き詰めていきたいというふうに考えてます。
そうですか。安心して僕も使ってられますね。
よろしくお願いします。
ですからもっともっと皆さんにさっきちょっと言いましたけどやっぱり今の方ってスマホからそのままミラーレスっていう方非常に多いと思うんですよね。僕らもフィルム使ってたのでその光学ファインダーって分かってるんですけど、そういう方々に改めて一眼レフっていうのをね手に取っていただいてちょっと撮影していただくっていう機会がね増えるといいかなと思ってますね。
そうですね。
であともう一方でねペンタックスのカメラって非常にコンパクト小型で軽量になっていて、雨の時にも使いますね。防塵防的にもなっている。でコストパフォーマンスも非常に高いというね皆さんイメージ持たれている方多いと思うんですが、そのあたりについてはどうでしょうか。
そうですね。その辺が過去ずっとペンタックスを評価していただいたポイントだということは私もちゃんと理解しておりまして、ただ今回のブランドビジョンというのはもう少し全体の考え方のようなもので、上位的な考え方ということですから、具体的な製品でどんなものを入れ込んでくるかっていうのはこのブランドビジョンに基づいて我々それぞれ考えていかなきゃいけないかなというふうに思います。ただ撮影のプロセスを楽しむっていう中にその小型軽量であるとか、あるいは防塵防的であるとかっていうことは入っていると思いますので、その辺は我々も重要なポイントかなというふうには思っています。コストパフォーマンスのことはね、なかなか難しいことで、最近ペンタックスのカメラレンズちょっと高いよって
そうですか
言われるケースが時々出てくるんですけど、
そうですね。自分で言っときながらあれですけど単純な計算では出てこないですね。カメラのコストパフォーマンスっていうのが出てこないので、長いスパン使っていった時にどうなるかっていうのを感じていただけると、買う時だけではなくてですね、
ありがたいですね。
3年使った5年使った時のパフォーマンスっていうのを見ていただけるといいんじゃないかなと僕は思います。
そういう意味では一昨年やらさせていただいたK1のアップグレードサービス、基板自体を交換してしまうという、長いことですね、K1 を使っていただきたいというようなことで、やはり皆さん大事なお金を投資して買っていただいた私たちの製品を長いこと楽しんでいただこうという、そういう発想でやってますので、他のカメラだけではなくてもサービスだとか楽しみをご提供させていただくことによって、皆さんに長い間のパートナーとしてやっていけるような、そんなブランドになりたいなというふうには考えております。
はい。
They were very, very particular when they answered that question. Oh, were they ever particular? They are not prioritizing SLR or mirrorless. I agree, and I don't think that they are prioritizing SLR or mirrorless. I think they're prioritizing something we have never seen before. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm not saying it's going to be in the new APS-C camera, but later on, we are going to end up seeing something come from PENTAX that has never been done by any other company. Whatever it is, it's going to be absolutely insane. And it's nice to see that PENTAX is really looking at their innovative side, their ingenuity, all the things that we loved about PENTAX at the beginning. All that stuff is coming back, and I really do think that they are seriously going to be pushing forward. I'm excited. I think PENTAX as a brand, they've really come into their own now, and now it's now or never, basically, is what it comes down to. Okay, now this next clip is a little long. I apologize. But you need to actually pay attention to this one in its entirety, because it's talking about how PENTAX comes up with the technologies that they've released. Namely, Astro Tracer, pixel shift resolution. These fundamental aspects that are, pretty much par for the course now for PENTAX. It was just, Astro Tracer was done by some guy who loved taking pictures of the stars. And he was like, I wonder if there's some way I can marry, this piece of technology to move the sensor to be able to track stars. Instead of PENTAX saying, oh man, dude, you're crazy. That ain't gonna happen, bro. You just gotta chill out there. Go sit in your chair. They were like, hey, you know what? Let's give you a chance. Let's see if we can actually make this happen. And boom, it happened. And, in this clip, they actually talk about that. PENTAX doesn't sit back and say, hey, I don't think that's going to work. They actually pursue it and try to see if there is a way to make it work, to make it happen. And I really think that they're opening, well, I guess Ricoh's opening up their pockets to allow more R&D so that PENTAX can really push ahead with new technologies and things that, again, we have just never seen. And, just absolute ingenuity, once again, coming back to the forefront, and that's going to be how PENTAX is known.
他にもいろいろなんでしょう、不思議なものがたくさんあります。不思
議なもの。
例えばデジタルフィルターというのを最初にやられたのもPENTAX。で、あれは今でこそね、いろんなスマホで見たりする方が普通にやってますが、昔最初はそんなになかったですよね。で、あとはアストロトレーサーであるとか、あとリアルレゾリューション、あれを手持ちでやってしまったって、そういう発想ですよね。どこから出てくるんでしょうね。
どうですかね、会社の雰囲気がですね、新しいものにチャレンジしたいとか、そういうものをみんなで喜んで作ろうっていう、そういう風土はあるんだろうなというふうに思いますけど、ただ新しいものが単なる技術的な好奇心とかそういうことではなくて、常にいい写真を撮るためにはどんなものが工夫できるかなってことを設計者自ら考えてるっていうところなんじゃないかなというふうに思います。アストロトレーサーなんて非常に星の流れをですね止めるっていう、一般の方が星を撮るにはとても画期的なアイデアだと思うんですけど、やはり星を撮ってた設計者がこうなりたいっていうところから、シェイプリダクションを活用してみたいな、そういう発想に至ったというふうに聞いてます。
そうなんですよね。だからお話をいろいろ聞いてると、どなたか、開発者の方だったりユーザーの方がこういう写真を撮りたいっていうのが原点なんだよっていうふうに教えていただくこと多いですね。PENTAXの話でこれなんでこうなってるんですかって聞くと、必ずそこにはこの写真が欲しかった、こういうふうに撮りたいっていう思いがここにあったんですよって言われて、でその後にですね、他で聞くと、例えばいやこれはできないからちょっと問題があるからっていうのがつくことが多いんですけど、PENTAXの場合はじゃあできるためにはどうすればいい、実現するためにはどうすればいいかというので広がってきているのかなっていうふうなのを思って、だから最初不思議なものが使っているとすごくこのためにあったのねっていう、その現場とかでですね、すごく喜びにつながることが多いのかなと思います。
そう言っていただけると本当に嬉しいですね。そうありたいと思って日々やっております。
すごくいいものがね ビンビンきますね。多分これこのまま持って帰ってこうなってくるとね、喋ること忘れますよ。開けちゃったんですけど、よかったですっけ？いや、ちょっと想定外だった。
Okay, in that last clip, when he took the camera away from his eye, I don't think his I'm speechless aspect was just because it's a slightly larger, more magnified viewfinder. I think there's more in there. I don't know if it's some kind of overlay or what it is. Obviously, I don't know because I wasn't there. I didn't actually have it on my, I wasn't looking through the viewfinder. But I think there is more to what had happened there. Whether they're going to actually explain what happened, who knows? We'll have to wait till the 22nd. However, when he opened the card slot door and started peeking through and, oh, I didn't mean to open it. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, it probably was scripted. But at the same time, I'm actually wondering if it was a compact flash card that was in there. Or what, QXD card? Well, whatever that super ultra fast card is. I don't even know. As soon as I see the prices, I'm like, no. But this camera might actually take it, and that may have been what was so intriguing and why he felt bad that he opened it, because that would reveal more in regards to the camera that they're not quite ready to let everybody know about yet. Is it dual SD card slots? Is it, CF and SD? Or is it dual CF? Who knows? Does it shoot 12 frames a second? Anyway, I can ramble on about that forever, but I honestly think that, there was more to that card slot thing than just him accidentally opening the door. So, anyway, that's it for this video. If you liked it, leave a like. Again, these are just my opinions. This is how I perceived what was going on within this PENTAX Vision video, which I think they did a great job. I'm looking forward to the video in regards to the actual APS-C camera, as I'm sure you all are as well. Anyway, leave a like if you like the video. If you have not already, please do subscribe. It helps me out. If you'd like to support the channel, I leave that information in the description below. Leave a comment in the comments below. Yeah, I guess that's pretty much how it's gonna have to go. Haha, see what I did there? The whole thing rhymed. Alright, anyway, that's it. I gotta get going. I gotta go. And that's it for me. You guys will see me next time on my next video. I'm out.